This AI-generated podcast is for general information only and does not constitute financial or legal advice. Please consult a qualified professional. Welcome to the Luxembourg Fundcast, produced by Bertrand Marial, that's BERTRNDMARIAUX, a regulatory lawyer qualified as avocat à la cour in Luxembourg and Paris. This show brings you reliable insights on Luxembourg regulations sourced from curated official references. This episode is current as of 13th December 2025. So today, we're digging into the non-negotiable operational rules between an alternative investment fund manager and its depositary, especially when it comes to cash monitoring and those all-important pre-deal checks for illiquid assets in private debt funds. All right, let's jump into the key takeaways for you fund and secretariat professionals. First up, cash monitoring due diligence is non-delegable. That's a big one. The CSSF has made it crystal clear in its FAQ guidance. So even if you have an administrator doing reconciliations, the depositary can't just take their word for it. They have to perform their own documented due diligence on the admin's process. No more blindly trusting the admin. That's a direct route to noncompliance. Second thing, there's now a mandatory sequence for checking private debt deals. For these illiquid asset acquisitions, the CSSF has drawn a line in the sand. All checks and controls have to happen before the acquisition. That's ex ante. Operationally, this means the AIFM has to give the depositary a full transaction pack early enough for them to run through a three-step check: prepayment notification, at-payment consistency checks, and then post-payment verification of ownership. It's a strict sequence.
And then finally, IFM D2 is on the horizon, and it's going to have a real operational impact. You need to start anticipating more demands for information exchange and custody checks. Luxembourg's Bill 8628, which is the proposed law to bring in IFM D2, tackles delegation, loan origination, and depository services, so things are about to get even more detailed. So who's really in the hot seat here? It's pretty much everyone involved with illiquid asset AAFs in Luxembourg, the depositaries, the AIFMs, and all the service providers. What's really changing is that the CSSF has formalized its expectations, detailing out cash monitoring must verify investor money is received and booked correctly. This applies to AIFMs managed by AIFMs in Luxembourg, and of course the directive itself is an EU-wide affair. As for timing, this guidance has been rolling out since July 2024, with the latest bill tabled in October 2025. So why is this such a big deal? Because this guidance directly controls the timing, sequence, and paper trail for how AIFMs and depositaries interact. It's absolutely critical for compliance and risk management. Okay, so how should you react? The practical step is to review and update your contracts. Make sure they explicitly require the AIFM to provide those transaction packs before any payment is made. And what's next? The next big milestone to watch for is the expected EU transposition deadline for IFM D2. Market commentary is pointing towards April 2026 for that. By crystallizing these robust operational standards for complex assets, Luxembourg is really reinforcing its commitment to the high-level governance needed for sophisticated cross-border fund structures. Please rate us on Apple Podcasts, follow on Spotify, or subscribe to Rigore Media and Bertrand Marial on YouTube. Connect with Bertrand on LinkedIn. Visit bertrandmarial.com. Links in show notes. It was the Luxembourg Fundcast for you today.